my name is Danica and today I have my January wrap-up. I just moved, so this is a bit of a different location, and I just realized how echoey it sounds in here, so I hope you can still hear me okay. I still don't have everything exactly set up, so I thought I would just film showing you all the snow that's happening right now, which is really weird for where I live, so it's still a little bit magic for me, though also a little bit annoying because I'm ready for winter to be over. So in January I read 5 books. The majority of those were audiobooks. Moving took up a lot of my time, so when I was packing I would listen to audiobooks, which is why I was able to get through as many as I did. The first book I read was Changeless, which is the second book in the Parasol Protectorate series by Gail Carriger. This was a recommendation by my partner and I really liked it. I like the humor, I really love the main character. This is the book that has the lesbian side character. Well, that was the reason my partner recommended it to me. And I did really enjoy that character and their whole arc. I did have a little bit of trouble with the writing style. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but for some reason these books in the Parasol Protectorate series take me a while to get through because the writing style is just not something that I can really read a lot of in one sitting. I'm not sure why, but I did like it even though it took me a while to read, and I will at some point be continuing on with the series, especially after that ending that was a little bit of a cliffhanger, but it should be interesting. And then I finished the audiobook of Graceling by Kristen Cashore. This is a book that I have heard amazing things about, and it's a young adult fantasy book. It's really been recommended as a great feminist young adult book, kind of similar to Tamora Pierce's. And I have to say I was a little bit disappointed. There were aspects of the book that I liked, but I just didn't find it super interesting. The main character has so many abilities. It just started to feel like the book was just a list of things that she could do. And the plot also seemed to meander. I wasn't sure exactly what the point was for a lot of the book. I am a little sad because I know lots of people love this series. I probably will try the other ones at some point, maybe as an audiobook because that's a little bit easier for me, but I didn't love this one the way I was expecting to. And then I listened to the audiobook of My Father's Dragon by Ruth Stiles Gannett. This is a children's book for quite young children. It's a beginning chapter book. And I listened to it while I was sick and I just wanted something short and easy to listen to while I was laying in bed. So I tried this one out because it's something that we have in the kids section of the store that I work at, so I thought if I liked it I could recommend it. And I did really like it. I think it would be a great read aloud book. It has an almost fable-like quality to it. My problem is that I read it so that I could recommend it, and I'm not sure it's one that I would recommend. It was written in like the 50s, I think, and at the beginning it kind of casually mentions the main character getting beaten by his mom, and it also mentions that the dragon is whipped by his captors. And because it's for such young children, that's a little bit hard for me to recommend because a lot of people come in saying that their young children have a low tolerance for scary things, and that means something different for every kid. So this one doesn't work super well for me as a casual recommendation just because it does mention the kid being beaten by his mom. Even though it's not in detail, it's just not something that I would like hand to a stranger 6-year-old. After that I finished Parable of the Talents by Octavia Butler. I read Parable of the Sower last year and it was one of my top 10 books of 2016. And the sequel is just as good. It is absolutely brutal. Tons of trigger warnings for things like rape and violence and death. There's a lot of really brutal things happening in this book, but it does exactly what I want from a really good dystopia. It is heartbreaking and terrifying and really relevant. So this is a duology that I would very highly recommend. I have never read anything by Octavia Butler that wasn't just objectively amazing. And the last book I finished in January was also an audiobook. It was The Unstoppable Octobia May by Sharon G. Flake. This was another audiobook I listened to while I was sick, and I thought I would again go for a kid's book. I thought it would be short and easy and just kind of a fun, light listen. And it was fun, but I wasn't expecting how much was going on. It was kind of the same thing that happened when I read the Goldie Vance comics. I was expecting a young ages mystery about like the missing letters or, you know, something that is very light, and it turned out to be a lot larger of a scope than I was expecting. and a lot more kind of murder and betrayal and that sort of thing. So I realized by the end of it that I should have been paying this a little bit more attention because there is a lot going on in it, but I did really like it. I really liked the narrator, but I probably would have enjoyed this more as a physical book because I did kind of lose the thread a few times while listening to it. And those were all the books that I read in January. I had a very busy month, so mostly it was just listening to audiobooks while I did stuff or while I was sick. I want to give a shout out to my Patreon supporters, especially Jackie Plemmer and Kim Reek. Everyone supporting me on Patreon really helps with not only making videos, but with the Lesbury and the Tumblr and all of my other online things that I do. And anyone who supports me at $2 or more on Patreon gets entered into a monthly book giveaway. So if you want to do that, the link is in the description. And thank you for watching.